It is a pleasure to interview the summer 2019 Florida A&M University commencement speaker, Bishop A.J. Richardson. First of all, congratulations. Recently elevated in the African Methodist Episcopal Church as a senior bishop.
Well, thank you very much, and it's my joy to be here.
What goes through your mind? You just wrapped up an awesome speech.
It was really a joy to be here and quite a surprise to receive honorary doctorate, and they really caught me by surprise.
Oh, you've had an amazing career. So how does this stack up among the journey?
Really, there's nothing like being honored by your alma mater. And tonight was really a surprise. I did not anticipate being given an honorary degree. And it was just an honor, really, to be invited as a speaker. But to also be given an honorary degree was quite a surprise, and I'm just elated by that, and I'll forever cherish it.
It's been 50 years since you graduated from FAMU. Tell us about your journey from coming to FAMU to being senior bishop.
I came to FAMU really with two things in mind. One was to make the Marching 100 band. I came as a snare drummer out of Tampa Bay, Middleton High School, and to come here to play in that band. And after all of the interest that I had in being in the marching band, and then the next year, I'm coming out of a snare drum, making that snare drum line, and then to becoming a drum major. And then not only to be the drum major, but then to be a head drum major eventually and to lead the thing. So I'm quite honored by that privilege. Not everybody gets to be the head drum major of the band. And to meet so many amazing people that we've known across the years. I'm forever grateful to Dr. Foster to have his friendship and his trust to do that. To also major in the thing that I was most interested in, which was what I felt a calling on my life, to enter into the ministry. I came here as a teenage preacher, 17 years old, but already feeling a calling on my life, and to major in philosophy and religion. Dr. James Hudson, who was engaged in the civil rights movement here with C.K. Steele, Dr. C.K. Steele, and Dr. Jerry Chance, and Mr. James Underwood. So I had a great foundation, major professors, and being introduced to social justice matters early on in my life, and in the 1960s, and was being on campus, for example, when Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, and the campus emptying out, and being surrounded by all of all of the feelings and the atmosphere of protest really shaped my life. So not only the fun aspects of it, not only the issues of the intellect and the academic portions of it, but also the matters of protest. What needs to happen to move society forward, to move the culture forward, and to make ways for future generations. And so that's what FAMU means to me from the earliest days of being here.
FAMU still, our students today are still very socially engaged. What would you tell parents who are not familiar with an HBCU? Why should their child, why should those prospective students come to FAMU?
HBCU, as they say, well, the HBCU experience is an extraordinary place to be engaged. You meet people that you will fellowship with, learn with, grow with, and you'll be friends for life. And I was so grateful that my wife and I, my wife is a graduate of Tuskegee, and of course, I'm from FAMU and grateful for that experience, but our offspring, our children also had the experience of being here at FAMU. Our son was here for a year. And but we didn't have the major that he wanted, and so he drifted off into another environment here locally, and graduated there with a great education. But our daughter finished here in the School of Business and Industry, and is now a sitting judge elected to the county court here in Tallahassee. But I'm sure when I listen to her talk about navigating through this experience and keeping up with the local politics and all of that, I think that she was grounded in what her experience was here. She'd have to tell her own story. But I know that she has been polished, that her skills have been honed right here in at Florida A&M. And our son, he also has that sense about the nuances of the politics, just watching it on television. So, no, there's nothing like an HBCU experience.
And speaking of politics, your last words were vote and don't be stingy. Why is it so important that people vote and give back, especially to historically Black colleges and universities?
It's a sad thing that many persons who graduate from HBCUs really don't contribute back to their institutions. And that's the thing that I wanted to try to convey to the students here, that we can't sing our alma mater without also thinking about giving back. The alma mater, the mater is the mother, and I think about Mother's Day, and to talk about the love and charity. How can we talk about the charity aspect, which has to do with love, and be stingy with our resources? We ought to be giving back to our institution, and the institution cannot survive without our ongoing support. And so I encourage every person who has ever been through FAMU and any other HBCU that we have to give back in order to make these institutions thrive like they should.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Come on, FAMU, let's do our thing.
Thank you, sir.
The Rattlers must strike and strike and strike again.
Oh, that's great. God bless you. Thank you for
you
being
so
here
much.
today.
I'm honored.